Alright, so we're at work. It's New Year's Day, so there's nothing going on. It's 2:40 in the morning. So I figured I'd do something during my time that I'm not really using. So I'm just going to go over some Gatecrash spoilers because we just got the new ones. So I got it on my Nook down here. And so let's just do whatever. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of chilling. Ran out of my chocolate milk here. I don't feel like eating my salad yet. So, anyway, so the first card that we have is Basilica Guards. 2 and a white, 1/4 defender with extort. I mean, it's a common. It'd be pretty good in limited, I think. I mean, extort seems really good in limited, especially in limited anyway. So it extorts the Ores of Mechanic. When you have a permanent with extort, whenever you cast a spell, you can pay white or black hybrid, so either one of those colors. If you do, each opponent loses 1 life, and then you gain that much life. So it's pretty good for multiplayer. It's pretty sweet. I like it a lot, but constructed, there's one card with extort that I'm really looking forward to playing, and I'll show you that in a little bit. Well, I'll tell you it anyway. I don't know if I'm going to bother editing the cards in this video, if I'm just going to upload it straight from my phone, but whatever. Anyway, the next one we have is Boros Elite, 1 white, 1/1. Battalion for the Boros Mechanic is, I don't know, it's alright, I guess. It's pretty terrible if you don't have 3 creatures. Actually, it's the worst thing ever if you don't have 3 creatures attacking. So, like, the mechanic's alright for limited. It's going to be terrible constructed, but whatever. It's whenever Boros Elite and at least 2 other creatures attack, Boros Elite gets +2/+2 until end of turn. So, next one we have is Murder Investigation. By the way, Boros Elite was uncommon. This one's uncommon as well. So 1 white, enchantment, enchant creature you control, enchant creature dies, put X 1/1 white soldier creature tokens onto the battlefield where X is the creature's power. I mean, it's meh. It's alright, I guess, and limited. I mean, maybe. If you've got a big creature, that'll be good on. I don't know why you need it, but whatever. My favorite common of the set so far, out of like the whole 5 that have been spoiled, maybe. I don't even think it's that many commons, but anyway, Cloudfin Raptor, blue. It's a 1 flying evolve. I don't know. I like it for like a Boros Delver deck. Because I mean, it's like basically like another Delver. Like you play it turn 1, you play Delver turn 2. It becomes a 1/2. You attack him for 1. Hopefully Delver flips, and you get to curve out into turn 3 Geist, and then this becomes a 2/3, and then you attack him for 5. The next turn you attack with all those guys, and then you get the Angel token from Geist, and that gives it that makes it a 3/4. You know, I mean, it seems pretty decent. Takes a little bit more time, but it's fine. I mean, you're still going to kill him really fast. And the problem is if you get like 2 of these in the opener and no other creatures, it's pretty poopy. But for Commander or maybe Legacy Omniscience decks or whatever, we have Enter the Infinite, big old 12 mana blue sorcery. Draw cards equal to the number of cards in your library, and then you put a card from your hand on top of your library, and you have no maximum hand size until your next turn. That last part doesn't matter. They're gonna die. Like, you've drawn your deck. What are they gonna do? They're gonna lose. That's what's up. So, I like that. I'm gonna be playing Commander with my Omniscience. Just to kill people. Next one is Gridlock. I like this one a lot because I'm a big fan of Gigadros. Blue and X instant. Tap X target non-land permanents. I didn't read the non-land permanents part last time. I thought it was just creatures. So this is pretty sweet. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Gigadrows, but I mean, yeah. It's too bad I can't tap lands, but you don't get everything. Simic Flux Mage, 3 mana, 1/2 evolve. Tap blue and tap it. Move +1/+1 counter from it onto target creature. It's not very good. Let's just face it, it's not very good. For an uncommon, it's pretty poopy. Next, for the first black card, we have Gateway Shade. I'm a big fan of Shades, so I do inherently like this one. 2 and a black. It's a 1/1. It's a shade. That's all they are. They're tiny little dudes. So of course it has the regular shade, black mana, +1/+1 until end of turn, and it also has tap and untap a gate you control to give it +2/+2 until end of turn. It's not bad. I mean, it seems fine. It's not like really terrible. It doesn't have like Defender or anything you have to go around. Next for red we have Hellkite Tyrant, 4 red, 6/5 flying trample. Deals combat damage to a player, gain control of all artifacts the player controls. What the? What? Ravnica? Nah. they forgot to put this one in Mirrodin. They forgot to do that. That's the explanation I've got. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 20 or more artifacts, you win the game. Bosch EDH, I guess. I don't fucking. Tin Street Market. This is terrible. 5 mana enchant land. Tap and discard a card to draw a card. For 5 mana for an enchant land, that's ridiculously terrible. Seriously, it's constructed unplayable, limited unplayable. Viashino's Shanktail. Yeah. Shanktail. So 4 mana, 3/1 first strike, common, good and limited. I would definitely pick this in limited very early. Blood Rush, which is the Gruul mechanic, 2 and a red, discard it. Trigger attacking creature gets 3/+1 and first strike. Not bad, but I mean, do you really want to be using that to get rid of blocker? Or, I mean, I don't know. I think Blood Rush is garbage. Worst guild mechanic in this set. Okay, fine, but Battalion's worse, but whatever. Both terrible. Experiment 1, it's a 1 mana 1/1 with Evolve. Move 2/+1/+1 counters from it to regenerate it. Yeah, it's alright, I guess, in limited. Sure. Why not? So let's move on to the multicolor cards, which is the set. The first one we have is Aurelia the War Leader. I like this card a lot, actually. It's 6 mana, 3/4 flying, vigilance, haste. It's not bad. It attacks for the first time each turn on tap all creatures you control. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase, so you get 2 attacks. It's fine. Borigmos Enraged. 8 mana, 7/6 trample. Not impressing me with a mythic here. When deals combat damage to a player, reveal the top 3 cards of your library. Put all lands this way revealed into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Pretty terrible. You've already got 8 mana. I mean, discard a land, deals 3 damage to target creature or player. That's fine, but you've already spent 8 mana for this guy. Who cares? You're either killing them or you're losing anyway. Call the Nightwing, 4 mana, 2 blue-black, sorcery, put a 1/1 flying blue and black horror creature token into play with Cypher. Cypher is the Demure mechanic. It's got the most obvious option for abuse because you get free spells. I mean, Cypher, when you cast a spell with Cypher, you may then exile it and encode it on a creature you control, and whenever that creature hits someone, you get to cast a copy of that spell for free. Seems good. Not with Call of the Nightwing. Call of the Nightwing's pretty terrible. But another one that we're getting to soon is really good. I like it a lot. Death Pact Angel. It's got good artwork. I'll give it that. But it's a 6 mana 5/5 flying at Mythic. It's just not cutting it. When it dies, you get to put a 1/1 black and white creature token onto the battlefield with pay the same cost as Death Pact Angel and tap it and sacrifice it. You get to return it from your graveyard to the battlefield. I don't know. It's Mythic. What? It's terrible. Get out of here. Anyway, we had the one Planeswalker already spoiled. Domri Raid. Or Damirade, I don't know. Saying Domri Raid. It's 3 mana. Comes with 3 loyalty, so that's good. +1 is look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, you may reveal and put it into your hand. It's alright. I mean, it's probably worth... In a dedicated creature deck, it's probably worth about 45% of a card, roughly. -2, target creature you control fights another target creature. Like, if you're using that ability, your creatures are probably beating them in combat anyway, so it seems pretty useless. -7, you get an emblem with creatures you control have double strike, trample, hexproof, and haste. Not bad. I mean, it's an ultimate. It is certainly an ultimate. But I don't know. Like, he doesn't protect himself particularly well. He still basically just loses to a Restoration Angel. I don't know. Like, he can be alright, I guess, but I don't know. It's something Killer's going to play probably, but nothing I can really get behind. I don't like it. I like Relentless a lot more for that. So next we have Drakewing Crassus. 1 green and blue, it's a 3/1 flying trample. At common. It's pretty good at common, honestly, for limited. This guy's a beat stick. He'll kill everything and still deal people damage. So yeah, I mean, it seems alright. Definitely not constructed. Speaking of definitely not constructed, we have Fathom Mage, 4 mana 1/1. Evolve. I don't care what abilities you put on a 4 mana 1/1, unless it's basically winning you the game right on the spot. It's unplayable and constructed. Whenever +1/+1 counter is placed on Fathom Mage, you may draw a card. It's alright, but I mean, it's 4 mana, so you're playing it on turn 4, turn 3, maybe. If you're playing a lot of ramp, and then you're probably not triggering it very much. So it's probably not that good. Just saying. I don't think it's that good. Limited, I'd pick it maybe 3rd pick. If the pack's pretty bad, I mean, I can see it being 1st pick, maybe. Maybe, if it's foil. And the rest of the pack's terrible. Next we have Firemane Avenger, 4 mana, 3/3 flying. Battalion, whenever it and 2 other creatures attack, get the Lightning Helix. Something. It's good. I'd probably first pick this if I get in a pack, and there's obviously nothing else better. It's definitely fine. This is probably the best Battalion card that we're going to get, just because it's got Lightning Helix on it. This one was just revealed this morning, this night, whatever. Lazav, Dimir Mastermind, blue, black, 3/3 hexproof. Whenever a creature card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, you may have Lazav become a copy of that card, except its name stays the same and it's still legendary. And it gains hexproof and this ability, which allows it to just keep changing. It's alright, it's not bad. It's probably really good against Frights. That's still a deck. I don't think it is. But I mean, sure, whatever. This does allow you to have 2 Gristled Brands in play. Yeah, whatever, it's so weird. Looks like fun in EDH, I guess. Constructed, I'm not really sure. Seems kind of meh. The one that I do like, though, is Obsidat Ghost Council. 1 white, black, 5/5. When it enters the battlefield, target opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. It's not bad. I mean, it's 5 mana, 5/5. It's alright. For Mythic, it's pretty decent. At the beginning of your run step, you may exile it. If you do, you turn to the battlefield on its owner's control to begin your next upkeep. And it gains haste, so it can attack. It's alright, it's not bad. I like it. I can see it being played in some sort of Esper control-ish deck, maybe. I mean, it puts quite the beats on, and it's really difficult to remove. But next we have Rebel Hulk, or Dirtle Hulk, I guess, really. It's a 6 mana, it's got power and toughness equal to the number of lands you control, so it's probably a 6/6. This is a rare. Beast of Burden from lands is a rare. And it's got Blood Rush for 1, a red and a green. Discard and target attacking creature gets +X, where X is the number of lands you control. It's terrible. I mean, come on. If you're killing them, you're probably killing them anyway. Or if you're not, you're probably still not. Doesn't give trample. Like, Blood Rush is terrible when Azorius Charm's still going to be played. Like, oh, Blood Rush that. Sure, Azorius Charm, get out of here. You lose the game now. You just got 2 for 1. Treasury Thrall, this is the one that I'm excited about. I like this guy a lot. 4 white-black, 4/4. Not impressive, but, I mean, you're probably just not playing it for the body anyway. Extort, good. And whenever it attacks, you may return target artifact, creature, or enchantment from your graveyard to your hand. Fortunately, it doesn't get planeswalkers, but whatever. I mean, you can't have everything. So, I mean, you just get back whatever you want. And it's got Extort when you recast them. Seems good, getting back, I don't know, whatever. Get back stuff. It's good, don't worry. Now, Whispering Madness is the one that I like the most. 2 blue-black sorcery, it's Windfall. It's Windfall for an extra black mana with Conspire. It's Windfall with an extra black with a huge upside. It's pretty sweet. So for those of you who don't know what Windfall is, it's each player discards their hand, then draws cards equal to the number of cards, equal to the greatest number of cards a player discarded. So, yeah. You empty your hand, your opponent